Joining us now in a first on CNBC interview right here on set is Greg Case, Aon CEO, along with our very own Contessa Brewer. Contessa?
John, thank you very much. And Greg, it's great to have you today. What really struck me about Investor Day is that your clients are all positioned around the world trying to navigate a period of unprecedented volatility and uncertainty. How are you helping them? How are you guiding them at a time when we're seeing affordability and availability of insurance across different lines becoming a real challenge?
Well, first of all, it's great to be with both of you. Really looking forward to the conversation. For us, Investor Day was fantastic. It was really a chance to sort of step back and understand how we're helping clients every day. Feature of Investor Day was clients who were there. We were talking about literally what's going on in their businesses. But Contessa, was all about understanding volatility. And we see now trade, technology, weather, workforce, these four mega trends affecting our clients for everywhere. It's protect the house and grow the house. You got to do both. If you're a client these days, it's not enough to sort of fear volatility, worry about it. You have to understand how you understand it so you can grow the business, build the business, as well as protect it. So for us, absolutely an opportunity.
If there's any place where AI ought to have a massive immediate impact, to me, it's the insurance industry. You deal in data. There are a lot of people involved. Where are the areas where you can either reduce cost or really improve accuracy?
We absolutely, John, love the question, and you're absolutely right. In essence, when you think about sort of how you're going to deal with volatility, you have to attract capital. How do you attract capital? Content, insight. You understand the volatility. AI, fundamental to that. We have a business, Aon Business Services. This is really our machine that sort of processes more content data than really anyone in the world to understand climate risk, to understand cyber risk. And that really for us is as much about opportunity. Upside, how you help grow a business, Contessa, as much as it is how you defend your position. And for us, it's fundamental to attracting more capital. Just quickly, insurance is $4 or $5 trillion in capital. 250 trillion opportunity out there when you think about how pensions could participate, how sovereign funds or private equity could participate. And for us, AI, fundamental to that.
Is that capital that right now you're not accessing, is that part of that 250 trillion crucial to keeping insurance affordable in the light of climate risk? I mean, if you look at the California wildfires, $50 billion in insured losses. You're seeing convective storms, which is like thunderstorms and tornadoes. Those losses have escalated 90% over the last decade. How do you make insurance affordable for climate risk?
Well, absolutely spot on question. Again, I come back to first, fundamentally understanding the volatility. What does climate risk mean? How is it going to affect your business? You have to understand implications in supply chain, implications in growth, all aspects. This is back to the AI. This is tour de force quantitative understanding. At that point, then you can think about capital. And in that point, you've got the traditional insurers and you've got alternative capital partnered together. That's the capacity. And we would reject the idea that there's a risk out there that's not coverable. You understand it, you can cover it.
And maybe pay the price for it.
Listen, it's the trade-off, literally understanding what does volatility mean to your business, how much does it cost, and if you understand that, then you'll understand what you want to pay as a business.
The California wildfires look like a situation, perhaps, though, where things were not aligned correctly. How do we prevent that sort of situation where the system is collapsing, you think, from happening again?
Well, first, John, understand that the wildfires are more complicated than you might even think. You start with a $50 billion loss, but you understand, what about the health implications of that and the employees who are disrupted and the relocation? The ultimate loss is going to be substantial, even beyond that. Again, back to, did we understand that risk as we were going in? We're discovering it now as it unfolds. It's got to be forward-thinking understanding. That's actually how you can address a solution that matters.
You were talked in detail today about integrating various parts of the company where typically brokerages have been siloed. You might have the business consultancy and the reinsurance and the brokerage part all separate. Why does that matter to your business, and why are you accelerating, integrating all of those various pieces?
It's huge because literally I talked about these four megatrends, trade, technology, weather, workforce. They're connected. They're interconnected. We talked today about an example of weather and workforce. You're a massive contractor. You're thinking about bidding something out for, a multi-year, billions of dollars. But climate change matters. Above 120 degrees, you don't have employees on the field. You can't put workers on the field. How do you bid? How do you change that? This connectivity of risk is absolutely fundamental. You get a version of that, understand that, you can come up with a solution and make a difference. That's why it's so critically important.
What's the least understood piece of the puzzle?
Wow, I love that. For us, you come back to all these risks end up affecting people. They affect talent, and in the end, it's not physical structure. It really is the talent element in our mind. This example I just gave you, interesting. When you think about AI or technology and talent, again, putting the two megatrends together, use basically 40% of the capabilities as we know it today. In the next 5 years, have got to be retooled. 40%. So you kind of come back. I think, John, it's around how it affects people.